I am so into me, but I can learn a thing or two from you. I can weather the storm all by myself, but I'm so glad I got a total crew.
All right, everybody, welcome back into another episode of the Total Podcast. It's Thing or Two About Life. We are back bringing you another episode. Glad that you guys can be with us. I am your host, Mario. I am joined by my family members as well, the same old crew that brings y'all all that goodness. Don't forget to go to totalview22.com. Totalview22.com. And if you don't feel comfortable going there, you can go to what's the website?
totalview22.com.
totalview22.com. Good God.
Gmail. At gmail.com.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
What the fuck is wrong with me tonight?
We keep fucking up.
Is these the bloopers?
Okay.
Are we doing bloopers tonight?
Oh,
yes,
my God.
we are. Apparently, we are. So check
Jesus
it out,
Christ.
listeners. So the website is totalview22.com and the email is atotalview22@gmail.com.
There you go. All right, we're going to skip all that other stuff. We're going to get straight to the introduction because I ain't doing that no more. So y'all got that?
Oh,
all right,
That's
big
all
bro
that I had to
Leah.
do it at the end.
Yes, I ain't gonna even attempt it at the end. So I just let Andrea
Andrea
handle.
do it.
Yes. How you doing, Lee Jack? What's going on with you, sir?
what it is, what it was, what it used to be. Hey, it's your
Oh,
boy
wow.
Lee back in the building. Here again, make it do what it do, because boy, it's been a funny one so far.
Damn, he had a long one for us tonight.
Hey, I mean, he was on point.
Yeah, he was.
Miss Meow, how you doing?
Hello, cat mamas, cat daddies, and panelists. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. We hope to give you a good show this evening. Meow.
All right, and to our producer who finally got us on track with the website and the email address. How you doing, Andrea?
I'm good. Happy 4th of July weekend. Everyone be safe out there and come and join us. Listen, get a laugh or two. You sure right.
Okay, cool. Even though by the time they hear this, 4th of July is gonna be gone.
I know.
But that's all right. Mama D, CC, how you doing?
Good evening, everybody. Suki down. I have been given the opportunity to be the guardian of these word rats, but it seems like we're doing bloopers tonight, so I've lost total control. But welcome.
Oh man. All right. I promise we'll try to get this thing back in order, and more so me, because I just can't get that right whatsoever. I mean,
Wow.
period.
It's all good in the neighborhood, baby. So,
Yeah, yes, it is. So I know everybody's been talking about this McDonald's thing and the girl and all that. And ourselves personally have discussed this, but we've never done it while we're recording and brought it to you guys. And unfortunately, we don't have a full, house tonight, but we're going to discuss with what we have. And opinions have varied on this, depending on the person or depending on what your experience with something like this is, or depending on, how you feel about the ex that's doing what this guy did. But this guy showed up and brought his kids, brought his child, McDonald's. And the whole issue came about was they're not together anymore. And she got 4 kids all together. And the issue was she was highly upset because he didn't bring McDonald's for her other kids. So it made her really mad. And she ended up throwing the McDonald's, out in the yard, out in the street, wherever. And she said he know better than to do that. He used to do that, even though they're not together anymore. She still feel he has an obligation to do for her other kids. So we just want to know where people stand on this, or how would they go about it. So Marlene, I'm gonna start with you. Where do you stand, and how would have handled the situation?
Well, first, I would just like to say, when you have children and they don't belong to the person that you're with, y'all break up, you're no longer a package deal. It was a package deal when y'all were together. But once you break up, there's no more package. He's not obligated to do for your other kids. If he does, that's a nice gesture, but he's not obligated to do that. Now, if he brings McDonald's for his child, he should have made sure that the child was going to be able to eat it without being in front of the other children. So he should have had the mom to let the child come out so that it wouldn't be an issue for the other children.
Okay. So what's your opinion on, did she handle it right? I mean, how do you feel? Was that right or not?
I think it was very ignorant for her to take the food and then throw it back out. She should have allowed the child out and be with his father and let him enjoy the food that was bought for him.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to you, Leon. You being a man and from past podcasts, you've said you had to deal with stepkids. What's your opinion on this, and where you stand on it?
Ooh, my opinion on it is that heifer is out her goddamn mind. Now, my thoughts on the whole situation is this. Like you say, I done had to deal with stepkids before, and I can kind of understand where she's coming from with the whole situation. But like Marlena said, if we ain't together no more, it's circumstances and situations that's happened, then we ain't together no more. Either you put me out, or I left you, or you left me. Something happened to whereas we divided, we ain't seeing eye to eye no more. So therefore, I know, the kids ain't got nothing to do with it, but if they ain't my kids, I'm not gonna take care of all your kids. I take care of my child. Like I say, sometimes, hey, if I'm feeling generous, or, I got a little extra few dollars in my pocket and I want to go ahead and do that for them kids, yeah, I do it for them. But just all the time, every time you look up, if I bring my kids something, I got to bring your other kids something too. No, that ain't happening. It might happen once, it might happen twice, but all the goddamn time, no, it ain't happening.
Okay, Andrea, what's your thoughts on it?
So my thoughts on the whole situation is this. I do somewhat agree with what everybody has said so far. But my thing is this, you have these children that live in a household together. If you want to buy your child something different from what everybody else is doing, then you need to pick your child up and take your child with you. And the reason why I say that is because those other children are sitting there watching that child eat their McDonald's, eat their, or whatever it is. They go over, knock it off on the floor. Then what? Then there you are mad and upset because the other kid that knocked the food off on the floor. So the best thing to do is to pick the child up and take him or her with you instead of letting them be there with the kids eating different food, okay? Because they're in their feelings and they're in their emotions about, oh, Mikey got McDonald's and we ain't got none, and our dads don't do, and all of those things. So you want to keep down the less confusion in the household as you can amongst the kids. They don't need to be bickering back and forth about who got what and who don't have this. That's just the way I feel.
Okay, that you are definitely entitled to your opinion on that. All right, Mama D, what's your thoughts?
Well, I think she totally handled it wrong. And I agree with everybody that when you're dating somebody who has children, it is a package deal. And once y'all not together anymore, it's not a package anymore. Your only package is your child that you all made together. Since the last time we talked about this, when we were talking among ourselves, I was thinking of something.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the reason why he didn't give this child her other children is because of the way she reacted that particular time. And unfortunately, the other children had to suffer the consequences of the mother's wrath. Because, I mean, she just started at him and just blew him out the water without trying to reason. I mean, I know her sentiments and everything was high. Her anger was raging, but there could have been another way of doing it for him to either say, you know what, I didn't think, because it could have been a case where he really didn't think about it.
Yep.
Because sometimes that happens. He's just making sure that his child gets food. But he offered to have his child come and eat in his car, and she wouldn't even let her child do that. So she was still depriving his child of the food. Then when she told him, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and give him the food since you gave it to me, so that he could give her the food. And when he did, she threw it in the street. And that's what I think. And I'm thinking that could be why he didn't buy food for the other kids, is because he knew about her attitude and how she acted. Now I understand from a child's point of view when you have siblings and y'all don't have the same dad. I remember my husband telling me a case of his mother. He was a foster child, and his biological mother would tell him if she would come by and pick him up and take him to go get some cowboy boots, or they was going to go get some Mickey D's or whatever. And he's standing at the door waiting for her, and she never shows up. And the other kids' parents were there, taking them here, taking them there, whatever. But when you're in situations like that, you really and truly got to think first before you open up your mouth, because the feelings that you hurt may not be yours. It may be your child's, and that could affect them for the rest of their lives. Yes. So she handled it totally wrong. But I'm not going to say the man was wrong for just feeding his child. I'm not going to say that, because that's his money and that's what he wanted to do. It would have been a nice gesture for him to have gotten burgers for everybody, because they do have a dollar menu, so to speak. But we don't know the backstory of that.
We do not. And it's a couple things that, as I've listened to her talk, and I finally got a chance to see the original video. She was mad right from the get-go.
Right.
Seemed like she was mad before he even knocked on that door. Like, when she saw his car, like, I know this motherfucker ain't here. You know what I'm saying? So they breakup must not have been good. You know what I mean? Because she was already with an attitude and angry from the get-go. Now, the whole time when she did her rebuttal, you still never heard her not one time mention the other children's fathers, right? And I just don't understand from I'm trying to be diplomatic with this, right? Trying to say, okay, I understand you got to care about the kids. I get that, right? But I'm looking at it like this. How come certain rules apply to a man or certain rules apply after you break up? Like she's saying, this is what he accustomed to, right? Why he can't keep doing this for my kids. All right. So now that we broke up, I was used to having sex with you. Now that we broke up, does the old rule still apply? Can I come through and get sex? And the answer will be no, right? No, we ain't together no more. So, but since we ain't together no more, I can't come through and blow your back out, but I can come through and feed your kids.
Well, she mentioned something about him coming through, tapping it every once in a while. So, you know, she should have mentioned that part. So she getting that every once in a while, but I guess she ain't getting as much as she wants or as regular as she should because he got somebody else in his life.
Oh, well, if you coming through still hitting, you got to buy them goddamn kid McDonald's there. I mean, that the very least you can do. if you know what I'm saying, to me, I would consider that this all I got to do. Okay, shit. Matt buying 4 kid McDonald's is cheaper than that little 40.
True.
So if that's the case, then this is all for naught. Then go on and get that girl, go on and get them kid that damn McDonald's and go on and stay on your routine.
And do you think that's something she probably just said for the camera? Because
it might be.
You know, because if he's still able to dibble and dabble a little bit, I don't see that it would have been a problem for him to bring the other kids $1 burger.
Yes, that's what I'm saying too.
I don't think that that's true.
Unless you are just
something. I just think that she said something just to make him look bad on camera.
Yeah, trying to save face.
Yeah, because unless you just don't give a damn or you're a complete piece of shit. If you hidden and you don't bring it under, you think you're gonna continue to keep hidden if you don't get them kids some burgers?
Yeah, I think it's more so she mad because he ain't.
Yeah.
And then like Dianetta said, you know who you dealing with. So, I mean, but the original point I was trying to make before, you know, I found out he blowing that back out. The point I was trying to make is that sometimes the rule be different because when a woman breaks up with a man, right? Everybody tell her that it's a clean cut. In order for you to get healed yourself, be healthy, you just need to stay away from them and all that type of stuff. I just don't see me as a man requiring, if I had custody of my 3 kids and then I got one with you and I got custody of them, I just can't see myself telling you if you're going to bring for all the kids. Is that a masculinity stereotype thing? I wouldn't ask you to do it. I just can't see me saying, hey, why you ain't bringing the other kids on? Because I feel like I would have the means to buy my kids something to eat. You could have brought all the McDonald's you want. My kids would have just been like, all right, we go in the refrigerator to get us something to eat. I just is that we straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then for the mere fact that she said, you know, I don't get my food stamps until the 7th or the 11th or whatever she said. What does that mean? You don't have any food in the house for the kids?
That's exactly what that means. That was the next point I was going to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump the gun. I'm sorry.
No. That's okay. But it rolls me right into this. Regardless of whether the man doing his job or the woman, you know, I mean, man ain't doing his job or the woman ain't doing his job. Andrea, you currently, you know, got your kid. You got to take care of your kid, whether he do kick in or don't, right?
Yes, most definitely.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You always have to take care of what's yours, regardless to whether the man is there or not. Like they always used to say, how did it go? Mama's baby, daddy's baby, something like that.
Yes.
Right.
And same thing with Marlene. If that happened, you got to take care of your kid regardless. And I wouldn't leave it up. If one McDonald's meal make or break my kids eating, I got to change what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something has to change. If that one meal that boy is going to get and them other kids ain't going to eat or they going to starve, I am doing something wrong. So that's my whole thing on it. Now, wouldn't righteous wise, I would have just said, hey, look, I'm coming to pick my son up. And if I know how she is, I would say, hey, look, I'm just going to take him for a ride. You know what I mean? Just something. We're just riding around the block.
Hang out with him for a little while.
Yep, just hang out with him for a moment. I would just let him eat his McDonald's because I'm to the point of my life. I'm just trying to avoid all that drama. I don't need that. I already know how Shaniqua gonna be.
Mhm.
Not Shaniqua. Well, what's her name? Shanquilica. I already know how Shanquilica gonna be. So I don't need that shit in my life,
You look like a
man.
Shanae
You don't
name.
need no letters from Shaniqua. Is that what that is?
Yes, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
it's
So
Shanquilica.
yeah, Shanquilica. I don't
You
need that
look more
drama.
like a Shanae name to me, but that's just me.
They don't know where they come from.
But
But anyway, move on.
no, I'm just saying for her to make the reply video and still feel like no matter what he used to do, you keep saying what he used to do. It was no problem when we were together. It was no, you used to, y'all ain't together no more. Why does that not resonate with her? I'm asking y'all women, why does that not resonate with her that y'all ain't
But
together no more?
she ain't there yet. She ain't there yet. She's
Yeah.
gonna still be with him apparently, or have something to do with him.
Right.
Yeah, because that just it just doesn't resonate with her. That like you said, it will be a good gesture. It will be an upstanding thing to do, but you can't expect that. That's just a bonus. That's just him being a good guy if he choose to, but that shouldn't be nothing you expect him to do. Cause let's say he had another woman or another wife, that other woman would have some issue if he was constantly going over there taking groceries to feed that whole fucking house. And that groceries coming out their house. If he had a new woman or a new situation, that would cause problem in his current situation.
What she don't know don't hurt her.
Oh, here we go.
What y'all say? Y'all know. Y'all
As much
found
as
out
groceries cost now, she would know.
She would know. And then you come back on and say, yeah, I took my son some food. What you took? Yeah, I since I was going, I went on ahead and bought groceries for all three of her kids. Let's say she let you do it 1 or 2 times. But I'm telling you, from dealing with women, that shit will get old with her quick as hell.
Yes, it most
But
definitely
she
will.
looking at bank statements, receipts in the car. You sure spent a lot of money at McDonald's. What you spending $50 and $60 at McDonald's for?
That
Pay
shit
in
get old.
cash.
That's
That's why you pay
easy
in
to do.
cash and throw the receipt out.
And
It's on
then
the
you know,
bank statement.
yeah.
You pay in
And,
cash and throw the
It's on the
receipt
bank
out.
statement.
and then you and Leah know this for a fact. After the question about how come you buying so much grocery, you know what the next question gonna be? You
What else you
fucking her,
doing
ain't
over
you?
there?
Right.
You fucking her, ain't you?
Right.
And then it just messed everything up when you
It
start
goes
going through all that.
from there.
So
Yes, it truly does. And that's why you should always be open and honest with your other mate about what you're doing when you're in a situation like that. Don't
I
try
don't
to
think
hide
it's
it.
a
Just be
man on
straightforward
this
about it.
earth that's going to tell his significant other that he's going to
If
buy
you
food for his child and her other kids. I wish my man would.
especially if you come back to that house empty handed, we got kids over there and these damn kids ain't getting no McDonald's. Shit, good luck. You gonna have a long night, player.
Shit, a long month. What you talking about? Shit, you gonna hit the end of that.
That's what I'm saying. You'll never hear the end of that. And like I said, she might let you get away with it for the first couple times, but at some point, she gonna feel like, damn, you care about that household more than you care about this. This where the fuck you live.
You need to go
Since
back over there
Marlena
with
has
that
made
bitch.
that statement, she has not changed her look. So she mean
see,
that.
y'all need to be, y'all need to be like Betty and Coretta. They took care of the kids.
Who?
That
They
was a
sent them
song.
checks.
That was a song.
Be like,
Yeah.
who?
They sent them checks.
You talking about
They-
Ray Charles and
Yeah,
what's her
they,
name?
yeah. They sent them checks to help take
That
care
was
of them.
but that was her husband's child or children or whatever. That wasn't the one with children and other children by other men.
Vice versa.
By other men.
Vice versa to who child it is. Vice versa to who child it is. I mean, you spending money, you taking money from your household to send it over here to help take care of all the kids that's over there. If you're gonna send it to take care of just your child, you know that's not gonna work that way.
Well, just do like Muddy Waters did. Every time he went out on the road and made a baby, he brought the baby home and his wife took care of him.
That you can do that too.
No, that would never happen with me. No,
Yeah.
no. Because he had, if you looked at the movie Cadillac Record, Cadillac Record, and I don't know whether people knew about. I know I didn't know about it. I do like Muddy Waters and kind of looked at his life, but I never realized that all of those children that they were taking care of were not his wife's children.
Right.
Every time he go out on the road and make a baby, I guess the mama couldn't handle the finances for the children. He'd bring another baby. She'd scoop the baby up and feed the baby. I'm like, really?
Damn.
So it was like was it about 5 or 6 of them? It was 5 or 6 children.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of.
I mean, I wouldn't even know. I mean, if I was in a situation like that, I wouldn't even know how to come back to this bitch. What's wrong with you? I be pacing and shit. You know,
off the road. He coming off the road from having concerts, and he got a baby in his arm. He got his guitar in one hand and a baby in the.
Man, I've been unlocked about 30 pounds. What, can't eat, can't sleep, I don't know how to just pick the right time. When the fuck is the right time to tell her that I got a baby and I want to bring him here to live with us, to raise him as our own?
You got another baby.
Yes, another baby.
Lord, I just watched that movie Fences with Denzel Washington. Yeah.
Oh, she did that too. Yeah.
Oh my God. And
what movie is that?
I think it was called Good Fence. Was it either Fences or Good Fences or?
It was called Fences.
Oh, Fences. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Fences.
I read that book. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And he didn't even have no money, and he had a side chick, and she had a baby, and she passed away during childbirth, and so he brought the baby home, and his wife was raising the baby, but she turned around and she stayed with him, but she turned around and told him, the baby has a mother, but you ain't got no one.
Yep. And that's what I be telling y'all when people say, oh, he only do that because he got money. I keep telling y'all it's a broke version of anything y'all think money
he was
can
broke
do.
Because he
It's a broke version of it.
He worked for a sanitation department. He was a trash man, and he got promoted to a trash truck driver.
And he was an alcoholic.
And he was crazy.
Him and his brother.
Yeah, what I'm saying. He drunk so much he lost taste in his mouth.
Oh my
goodness. All right. Well, I mean, we got that in. Andrea, what's the worst possible thing can happen to you on a first date? What would he have to do to make you say, damn, that's bad? And would that be a second date if he did that?
Show up stinking, and hell no, it wouldn't be a second date.
That was my answer.
And when you say stinking, you mean flat out raw stinking or just a little man must?
Okay, let me tell y'all the story behind it. So one of my
she got a story.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, no, but it wasn't for me. It wasn't pertaining to me. So today, one of my friends said, he texted me and said, man, let me tell you about my date last night. He said, well, for one, she showed up stinking, and it was an it. I couldn't do nothing but laugh.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that's why
God.
I'm saying that. So if you show up stinking and you were it, hell no, there wouldn't be no second date.
Whoa.
Sorry.
How he figured out it was an it?
I guess just by talking.
Damn.
You sure?
That's what he said. They was just sitting there talking. He said, and then he said, "No, I don't think this gonna work because you, man."
Wow.
So he really had to say, I don't think this is gonna work.
Hey, that's what was said. Oh damn!
Well,
You edit this part out. I forget. I think this is a show. I don't give a damn. But anyway, yeah.
well, maybe his pH balance was up and he started sweating. The dude started sweating and shit, smelling like a man.
Or maybe things hit off real good. He was about to, go down there and do some things, and a pair of nuts popped him in the nose.
And I don't know, but if you stinking
Maybe
and I'm not for sure if you're a man or a woman, then no, we just can't have a second date.
Well, if he showed up stinking, I don't think the dude touched him. I
mean,
think
that unless he didn't know he was stinking too, he smelled the nuts.
Right.
Mario, she said he showed up stinking.
Yeah.
Meaning I'm sitting across from the table from you, and all I do is smell your body odor.
Oh,
You got to keep in mind that that's his version of this story.
Right.
You're right, but for
Mario.
my answer, if you show up stinking and you looking too much like a woman, I gotta go. Hell no, I can't do it, and no, that will not be a second date. Sorry.
You know how bad you got to be stinking for somebody to smell you across the table?
Yes.
Yeah, you can smell people breath from across the table.
I mean, I give you that, but I'm talking about just body
If you got
odor.
stinking breath, there is no second date.
But I'm just saying body odor. Where you keep going, what the fuck is that smell?
Man, you'd have been next to some people that just wasn't right. They was right. And you kept looking around talking about, well, what the fuck is that? Do you smell that? You have a whole conversation with the person next to you. Do you smell that?
And it wasn't the person next to you?
It's the person across from you.
Wow.
Okay, Marlene.
You can have a conversation with your little imaginary friend looking back like today. Did you smell it?
Oh my God. Here we go with that.
I smell some shit. Do you smell it? I smell it. You say you smell it too. All right, let's roll.
Ooh, Lord.
And then let them tell the person who always stink don't ever smell nothing.
Nothing.
No, I don't know what that is. You smelling thing. I don't know what that is.
Don't smell a thing.
What about you, Marlene? You said it was gonna be body odor too.
Yeah, that was my answer.
I'm sorry, boo boo.
That's okay.
You say stanky nuts, funky nuts. How about that?
If you got funky
I tell
nuts.
you what, if she could smell his nuts from across the table while they had dinner, something wrong.
It got more
Yeah.
interesting than that.
Avoid mission.
Yes. What about you, Leah? And what could a woman do that's just the worst possible first date ever? What could she do?
Oh man. I guess I'm about to roll with the second part of that little story that she was telling. I used to be a man. What?
Oh Lord.
Hey, it's over and done with. Okay, you know what? Check. Holler at you sometime in the future, bro.
You still gonna foot the bill for the dinner though?
Oh hell no. We go half on that.
Wait a minute. Did he just say holler at you sometime in the future?
In the future?
Sometime.
Oh, so that means that person still got a chance, huh?
No, I mean, I see you in the future, walking down the street, passing by. How you doing? All right, keep it pushing.
Damn.
Okay.
What about so Lee Jack don't want no transy. So what about you, Miss Dada?
Well, I was in my early 30s and I was going out on a date. And this man came directly from his construction job to my house. Didn't go too well. I didn't get a chance to even say anything because my brother stopped him.
For a date?
First of
Wow.
all, my brother said, "Where you going?" Well, they knew I was going on a date. They asked him, "Where you going?" And he said, I came to pick up your sister." They said, "Well, where you just coming from?" He said, "I'm just coming from my job." They said, "You look like you work in concrete, cement." So he said, I work on construction." They said, "So did you not know that y'all was going out to dinner?" He said, "Well, yeah, I asked her to go." So my brother was like, "The hell you tell?" No. So by that time, I was in the bedroom and getting ready, and they called me out, and they said, "You know this man?" I said, "Yeah," and I'm looking at him going, where, where we supposed to be going?" "Well, I was gonna take you to my house, and I was gonna go ahead and take my shower and change." So my brother said, "Oh, stop right there. We don't do that here. You go home, take a shower, and stay there. My sister ain't never going out with you."
Damn.
And he tried to get a little rowdy. Now, mind you, I got big boys. Now they younger than me, but they big boys. By that time, Eddie was 6'7", weighed about 280. David was like 6'4", and he weighed about 250. They escorted him to the car. I mean, forcefully escorted, because he was going, "Well, she can come to my house. This is my house." And say, "Yeah, but that's my sister. She ain't going out this door with you smelling." He said, "Man, you smell terrible." And he did, to the point that my daddy said, because by that time my mother had passed, to the point that my dad said, "Son, you can't sit on my sofa."
Well, at
Damn.
least you knew he was a working man.
My
Yeah,
brother
he
said,
needs some,
"Look,
he
that's
needs
true."
some,
But my
he
brother
needs
did
some
not care
training.
about him being no working man. I was not gonna get out that door with that man the way he was.
But what they say about first impressions is real, though. You know what I'm
Last
saying?
name.
You,
I
They
mean,
are
he
you know what
last
I'm
should
name.
have
saying?
known better.
You can't go there smelling like that, because in her mind, you taint it from that point forward. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then, it's embarrassing because
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
I'm telling my family I'm going on a date, and then you show up looking like
Right.
smelling like trash, and and then
Garbage.
thinking I'm gonna come out the door, you coming in
And
front
every
of my
time we went,
family
look,
looking
and
like
every
that.
time we went somewhere and he was there with something, my brother was like, "Ain't that fool?" I was like, "Yeah, that's him." They never forgot that. In fact, last week he came up. My brother was asking me, "Since you've been back home, have you heard from?" I was like, "No."
They making sure you don't have no parts of him
And
still.
it's,
Now,
and it's
say
been
this.
40. Look, that's been 40 years ago almost.
Right.
I'll say this. Now, if if a person would have, if he would have informed you, "Hey, I'm gonna come by, pick you up, then go by the house and take a shower and get dressed," would you have gone then?
No.
No, that's not the way we were brought up. No.
Yeah, no.
No.
I would never do that, because especially if that's our first date, I'm not going by there, you know what I'm saying, asshole sweltering. I ain't doing that.
Right.
You know.
Now, remember,
You
my
know.
daddy was a pastor. So, I mean, no.
I'm not going to your house on my first date anyway.
Thank you. No.
Well, and then
And you
there's
in,
that.
and waiting while you in the shower.
Right. No.
Well, then there's that too. Real quick. Let's welcome Felicia and Janine.
Hey, Felicia, hi, Janine.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, everybody. Sorry I'm a
Hey.
little late.
No, it's okay. So, well, I guess we can ask you this real quick, Felicia. Then we ask Janine. What's the worst thing can happen on a first date to you that a person could do that just make you be like, no, I'm not dating, going on another date with him again?
The worst is asking for sex, asking for me to come to his house. That Netflix and chill type of crap. Not doing it.
So you ain't going from Red Lobster to his couch.
Not doing it. Not doing it. Mm-mm. I'm going from Red Lobster to my home, and he stays on the other side of the door. That's what dating is for. We ain't together.
I don't know. Now them damn cheddar biscuits make you do something.
Them
Boy,
cheddar biscuits are good, but let me tell you, I'd rather play with myself than after eating them cheddar biscuits.
whoa.
I got a feeling that playing with yourself is gonna be on the menu regardless.
It might be. It might be. Because I got
All right.
a whole lot of faith.
What about you, J9? What's the worst thing that can happen on the first date for you?
Well, I can't really think of anything, but I can tell you what has happened to me in the past that I thought was not that great. First of all, the person was very, very late, kept telling me he was going to come at a certain time, very, very late. Then when I did go, the places were closed where we were going, but we said we were going to eat at. And we said, okay, let's go down Restaurant Row, Hospitality Row. So we went there, and just about everything was closing. Then the car breaks down. I'm like, I'm ready to go home now. I was already ready, but I'm really ready now. And then he still was acting like everything is great, everything is good. We still don't have a good time. And I was thinking, I'm ready to go home. I don't know what you're talking about.
So what's very, very late? How late is late?
Late. He was supposed to be in there before 8 o'clock. He got here after 8 o'clock, probably almost 9. The place actually closed at 8. So I was like, what the hell? The place closed at 8 because out here where I live, everything closes really early.
Because I was just about
And
to ask,
so
what restaurant you go to that close at 8 p.m.?
everything out here closes early. And I don't know if it's before the pandemic or prior to it. I'm not sure because anything that I have went to out here has been like early in the day, so I don't really know. I haven't really went to restaurants out here. I'm not like per se a restaurant goer, but after he was in the parking lot, he's trying to get somebody to give him a jump, and I'm just sitting in there talking to myself. You know how we talk to ourselves when we get a little upset. I was like, I don't know what he's thinking. I'm ready to go home. I'm gonna tell him when he gets in this car that it's time to go home. I'm tired now. So anyway, he comes back like everything is all good. Everything's good. We still having a good time. I was thinking, you having a good time. I'm not having a good time. I'm ready to go home. So I'm still sitting there like smiling. And he's still looking for a jump. And then he I don't know what, he goes to his back of his trunk and he finds some jumper cables, but you didn't have it. So he was looking for somebody with jumper cables. So he said, oh, you know, I have some brand new jumper cables in the back. I didn't realize it. And I was looking like,
He was trying to set the ambience. He was trying to set the mood.
to anger.
So he didn't get it the second date?
No.
You know how they used to do it back in the day? Take you down there to the lookout point. Oh, my car broke down. It won't start.
Oh no. I didn't believe that. I wouldn't even really want to go because I know what happens at the lookout point.
Yeah. He was trying to pull that stunt on.
You already know. You already know what you're doing there.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you go to one of them places right there. You know, you already just better don't wear no slip that night. Well, for me, real quick, let me just say this. I'm assume the person smells good. I'm assume it's a woman. But when, one time I went on a date and she was like, oh, let's get some appetizers. Okay, cool, that's fine. She was like, oh, these fried mushrooms look good. Okay, cool, get some fried mushrooms. Oh, I would like to try, the stuffed artichokes. Okay, you can try that too. You know, then she picked like one other appetizer. Then she ordered like, I'm saying, well, it's a turn on when you go try to just use a man, just go crazy like you ain't never ate a day in your life. I don't mind you ordering, but don't,
So y'all
don't
just
go.
ate appetizers. Y'all didn't have no entrees.
No. After that, then she ordered like prime rib.
Oh my God.
Mario, that what I tell you. That right side of the menu. You tell them up front, right side of the menu.
Prime rib. Then she wanted dessert, ordered like a $14 drink. I'm sitting there like, I could pay for all this, but don't you think you're overdoing this?
And I guarantee she didn't eat all of that. She did not eat all her food.
Hell if she didn't.
What?
Right
She
side of the
did?
menu.
For some reason, when I do go out on a date with a
Eat all of
gentleman,
Yep.
I kind of think of his pockets where he might not have, and then they might, no, you can get, because I try to do a little something in between, not real cheap, but not expensive. I kind of think about the person.
Right. Especially on the first date.
Yes, and that's what I said on the first
You
date.
gotta size people out on the first date. You don't just go whole hog on the first date.
Right. Don't you want a second? Don't you possibly want a second date? You don't want to treat them like that. If you want to possibly get a second date.
You guys remember that one date I told you was for my birthday, but I knew the guy. He takes me to this, I forgot the name of the place, really nice place. But he buys me food and don't buy him none. And he just sits there looking.
Oh yeah, that was
and
some
want to eat off
ridiculous
my
shit.
plate.
Yeah, I ain't never did no shit like that.
But wait. He let you buy stuff and he didn't buy. He didn't get
never
a plate
did
and
that.
he want to eat off your plate. Oh no, we ain't doing that.
He just watching me first, and then
Not unless on the menu it said it's a dinner for two. No.
Now this is what
I said, you're not gonna get nothing to eat. She's like, I'm not hungry.
Now this is what I have offered when a man took me out to dinner one time. He took me out to dinner, and he was willing to pay, and he paid for our meal or whatever. But we were sitting there and we was chit chatting, and we were just having a good time. And we had several drinks. So, when the check starts to get unreasonable, then you offer to kick in. You know what I'm saying? So we were sitting there enjoying ourselves, but we had several drinks. And so I offered to pay for the drinks because I had like 3 drinks. Drinks are $15, as Mario said, $15 or more.
Right.
A piece.
Right.
And so I know I had 3 drinks. I can't remember what he had, but I know I had 3 drinks. And so I offered to pay for the drinks because he was already paying for our meal, and we sat there and just had a good time. So when the check gets to be too expensive, you offer to kick in.
In an ideal world, yeah. Like I said, I don't even mind paying for it, but don't like on the first date just go, all out. You know what I mean? Then I'm sitting back looking like, gee, it's killing this goddamn food.
That was just too much food.
He had to eat all day, Mario.
When he gives you appetite, you get an appetizer, a drink, and a meal. You don't keep getting 5, 6 appetizers. You don't even get 2 appetizers. You know what I'm saying? That's unreasonable.
She had fried mushroom, artichokes, and a thing of hot wings.
Remember that? You ain't gonna forget that.
Hell no, I ain't gonna forget that.
And hot wings.
And hot wings.
Oh, that's too much.
And the last hot wing.
3 appetizers is the price of 1
entree. Yes.
And then when you go somewhere, prime rib is usually up there with one of the most expensive things on the.
Yeah, it is. Joint. As Leon said, the right side of the menu.
And I'm like, you gonna take some home for spending her dog back? She ate all that shit. And I'm sitting there, all I had was like a steakhouse burger with some steak fries. I'm like, she was eating. I'm like, God damn.
Putting it down.
So Mario, did you get any?
No. At that particular point, I was just like, all right, let's end this thing, because I couldn't focus. I thought I was gonna get some, because that last hot wing she had, it was a flat. She put it completely in the mouth and just pulled nothing but the bones out. I said, shit.
Watch out. Watch out.
I said, shit. I said, okay, all right, for a split second, I forgot about it till the bill came.
Ooh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, she put the whole flat in her mouth and pulled nothing but them 2 bones. I said, shit. Okay.
But that's just ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
It was, because it was like, I think the bill was $115.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is.
Considering that you had a
steakhouse burger and fries, and I ain't get no alcohol.
That didn't include alcohol?
You didn't get a drink?
No, I had sweet tea. She had like, the martini that be coming and look like them damn fish bowls. She had a drink like that in a big ass, glass.
How many of them did she have?
She had 2, and they were $14 a piece.
She had margaritas.
Yeah, that shit looked like it was in a little fish bowl. It was big as hell.
Yeah.
That fish bowl.
Yeah, they about $15, $20 depends on where you go.
Okay, so considering what you had in comparison to what she had, that was right much money. I mean, normally if y'all had a comparable meal, if you had prime rib as well, I could see 115 for 2 people, but that's a lot of money considering what y'all, she had 3 appetizers and 2 big drinks and a prime rib dinner and dessert. That's too.
Oh yeah, I remember now. That the reason I ain't getting none, she pulled an old I don't feel good card on me.
I guess she don't feel good. Her belly damn hurt.
After all that damn food, now she ain't feel good. She wasn't lying.
But I think she was one of those those serial data people who use guys for meals, one of those type of people. That's what I really think she was.
Oh wow. She was awful hungry one.
Yeah, she ate. She ate. She ain't bullshit. She ate.
She had to be awful hungry because she ate all of that.
She did.
She didn't bring nobody at home. The doctor bag.
Nope.
He said she ate every bit of it.
But ain't that the same equivalence of Felicia eating 14 goddamn pork chops?
Oh.
I was a kid.
You can kind of say that.
You don't forget nothing. You don't forget nothing. Don't tell him.
But ain't that the same equivalent? She ate 14 pork chops.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I had an excuse. She ain't got one.
She did have an excuse. I'm gonna enjoy the fuck out of it. That was her excuse.
Yeah. I don't have to pay for this. Somebody else paying.
Toot the horn on that bus you driving.
Oh damn, you right, but I wouldn't even try. But yeah, she right. That number 12 just swooped around here again. God damn it, I wouldn't even try. But I mean, that's what Felicia said. She ate 14 pork chops, a pound of rice, and what, 2 cans of corn? Is that what you said?
You can't tell him nothing.
Not a damn
He remembers everything.
Damn, doctor, you take you
right.
You tell him anything. You are incriminating yourself.
Everything.
He has a damn. You can't tell me nothing outside of looking at his phone. This damn dude got a notepad. We just don't see him writing on it.
I ain't writing shit. Is that what she said or not?
Reverse.
That's what she said.
He said it.
She said she had 14 pork chops, a pound
Mario.
of rice,
Okay.
and 2 cans of corn.
Okay. We heard what you said the first time.
Okay, all right, we'll
Girl,
move
you
on.
don't tell him nothing.
But isn't that the same equivalence of what the woman did to me? That's the same shit.
Same shit. Same shit.
How is that the same equivalent? I was at home. I was at home myself. I
I
wasn't
know,
at,
but you, yo, is that word? Damn, she ate all that food.
yeah, she ate all that damn food.
I got one.
Yeah.
But did you eat it all at one setting, or did it take you a day or two to just eat it?
You talking about me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
No, I ate that in one setting. At the time I was a bodybuilder. I was exercising my ass off. I was hungry as fuck.
I thought
And I
you
came
was a
home and
kid
they thought I was,
bodybuilder.
yes, I was. I was in high school. I was in high school and I was
You
in the
gonna laugh.
program of bodybuilding. I was
So
in the
stupid.
program of bodybuilding. Yes, they have it when you're 17.
Boy, so damn
You got,
stupid. I swear.
She said you was a kid bodybuilder.
yeah, go check them out. Them Everybody is not 21 years old. Go check it out. Everyone is not 21 years old. Everybody ain't 19.
Mario, you
Check it out.
okay?
Sorry.
This is
Oh shit. She said you were training for the Olympic when you were 8.
I was training for something. I really was. I was training for something.
Mario,
I
you
was
good
training.
now?
Yeah, I'm good.
So let me just ask you this question. How long did you do your bodybuilding?
I stopped when I got pregnant with my first. I was about 3 months pregnant, and I picked up some weights and had this sharp pain in my stomach, and I dropped them and haven't picked them up since.
So you were about what, 20,
I was 19, going on 20.
19?
I only did it for like 2.5 years, but I was training for something.
Okay. All right, we'll move on to the next question. I'll start with you, Janine, since y'all came in a little later. With all the experience you've got in dating the opposite sex now, what is the one thing that you absolutely know for sure about men now?
Do I know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't say for sure I know, but I can see just by dating. Yes.
I mean, just from your experience of dating, what one conclusion you have come to about men that you just feel strong about? I shouldn't say no for sure, but that you feel strong about a conclusion that you came to about the opposite sex.
Well, let me see.
I can't believe a woman ain't got no answer to this question.
We have some kind men, some insensitive men, like that. Is that what you mean? I'm not really sure.
No, whatever conclusion you feel you've come to, it don't matter what it is. Just one thing you just know.
Came to a conclusion about. I never really came to a conclusion about men, about maybe a certain man.
Okay. I mean, if that's
because
your conclusion,
every man is different. You know what I mean? Because I've had some good men, bad men. But we have some kind, nice, and some insensitive, mean, some who want to take control. I mean, I really can't put like one little thing on it. Some men who know how to do a lot of things. Because I had a boyfriend, he could do anything, he could fix anything. He was just very intelligent. I mean, so I'm not really can't put my hand on like one thing. Then I had one that don't know how to do nothing, don't know how to fix nothing. Break everything he tried to fix. So I don't know.
All right. What about you, Miss Dionetta? Out of all your dating experiences, what's one conclusion that you've come up with about the opposite sex?
Every man thinks their sex game is on point.
Damn, you took what I was
All right, that's
Game is
I won't
trash.
argue with you on that one.
Whether it is or not, you can't tell them it's not. Everybody,
My sex game is trash.
Damn, she took what I was gonna say.
everybody think they got the best deal going on.
Well, like I said, I can't argue with you on that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm tear that ass up, like Marlena say. What about you, Felicia? What out of all your experience of dating opposite sex, well, I guess you could answer it both ways. What conclusion have you came up with that you feel strong
That
about?
y'all never grow the fuck up.
Damn.
Well,
Okay.
that's not all men.
Is that plain enough for you?
Shit.
Yeah,
Shit.
that is definitely
Y'all
very.
never grow the fuck up.
So, out of your dating experiences, you've run into quite a few men that made you come to the conclusion that we don't grow up.
Yeah, and I mean it's not always a bad thing as to what I'm saying. It can be a good thing, but y'all just don't grow the fuck up. Hold on,
And
somebody in this lot. I have to attend to my job. Y'all excuse me, I'm at work.
oh, okay. Um,
That could be a good and a bad thing, you know.
yeah, I mean, what about you, Marlena? From your dating
Um,
experiences, what conclusion have you come to?
That men get complacent once they get comfortable with you being in their life or in their space.
I agree with that.
They get complacent.
And can you give me an example of what complacency is to you?
They get comfortable with you being in their space or confident with you being in your space as if you're not going anywhere. So they don't date you like they did before.
Oh, okay. So it
They
runs
don't
along the
romance
same
you.
lines
They
of
don't date you like they did before. They don't romance you like they did before. Like they don't give you the attention like they did before.
so it goes along the same line as what you did to get me, that's what it's gonna take to keep me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Suge. What you've learned in your little time on this old spinning marble?
Well, here lately, it's just that man can be full of bullshit.
Oh,
Horse shit,
Oh, here we
cow
go.
shit, just all types of shit. They just
Just
full
full
of
of
it.
shit. Just full of shit.
Oh, wow.
Just full of shit, and they truly don't know what they want.
Well, when somebody full of shit, is a medical term for that. It's called constipated. So they can't help it. They
need to go,
constipated.
if they constipated, then they need to go get something so they can take a shit.
Oh, Lord, they need to go get a flushing.
Yeah.
That too. Go get that enema. Go get that enema.
Oh,
Just give them, if they constipated, just give them a bottle of Citroma.
oh my God. Maybe they
Wow.
need a bottle.
Men these days are just full of shit, man. Just God, so full of shit. Bullshit. It just be coming out their mouth, you know. It's like it's coming out both ends, you know.
He said, I mean, I try to break it down and make it as scientific as
You
I
can't
can, but
say
it boils
nothing
down
else,
to
but y'all
this as
just full of
they just
shit.
full of shit.
Yeah.
Just full of shit.
Just
Oh my God.
Whatever kind of
Ain't
shit.
nothing
it is.
else.
everywhere. Every time they open up their damn mouth, it's just shit.
and that's the
Yes, they
bottom
breath smell
line.
like gas.
And that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. Shit.
That is.
That is definitely gonna be the first promo. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Shit. Go right ahead.
Oh my
I
goodness.
mean,
I
but that
think
works.
that
That
was the
works both
best.
ways. That works both ways. There's some shitty ass females out here too.
It is.
Oh,
I'm
it
not one of
definitely
them,
Full of
you
is.
know.
shit
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I'm not one of them, but you're right.
Me either.
Wow.
Full of shit.
That's gonna be hard for you to top, Lee Jack, but give it a try.
Wow.
Oh my
How do
goodness.
you follow up a bunch of shit?
With most shit.
Only thing you can do
no.
with the shit now is shovel it, okay?
Right.
Right.
But hey,
Oh my goodness. That's
I
the
have to
truth.
say that in my long life of dating, I found that women respond to and deal with the truth better than they do anything else. Keep it 100 and it'll go a whole lot smoother.
But you can't keep it at 100 if you always full of shit.
I was just gonna say that. So that you ain't got to be shoveling shit every time she look up.
Well, some got to give. If you say they can handle the truth and she say they spit bullshit, some getting lost in translation here.
Yeah, you got to now see that's the problem. They won't be 100 and be shoveling bullshit and trying to shovel it over to her. So yeah, you got to quit shoveling the bullshit and try spoon feeding some truth.
So with that being said, let me ask you as a man, in your opinion, do you think there will be more sex or less sex if we was always completely honest with women?
Ooh.
Depends on what kind of woman you're talking to.
Yeah. I would say, oh man, yeah, that's a good question and a difficult one to answer. Because like Felicia said, it depends on who you're talking to, but 9 times out of 10, the more you were honest with a woman, it tends to be more sex, but there's a few occasions that it'll be, you need to tell a few lies to get in to some more sex.
I'm telling you, if we were 100% complete honest with women all the time, it'd be a lot of masturbating ass men out here wouldn't get no sex.
Well, it might be less sex, but it damn sure would be less drama.
Oh yeah, I mean,
If you
of
tell
course.
the truth.
Yeah. Most
So I don't
definitely.
know what you want. More sex.
More sex.
More drama.
I could tell you what that answer is before you finish that one.
Yeah, more sex.
More sex.
More sex.
More sex.
More
So
sex.
you'll take the drama just to get the sex.
Sometimes
No, but I'm just saying that
for the sex though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
the
saying.
The sex is worth the drama?
No, it'd be good for the sex. The drama be good for the sex, not the other way around.
Please explain that.
That means that why you having sex to have a little drama in that. But prior to the sex to have the drama, that's okay. We don't need that.
Prior to the sex or after the sex?
During the sex, drama can be good.
I mean, I do understand that.
Yes.
But I'm talking about prior.
Look at her voice change.
Prior to the sex.
Prior to, after the sex, drama,
are you willing to enhance that drama?
No, I don't want the drama prior to or after sex.
Well, see, then that's not worth the sex.
If a man came up to you right now and said, look, I got a part-time job. I live in my mama basement. And truth be told, when it comes to sex, I'm a 2-hump chump. I ain't going to call you back. I may answer the phone, may or may not. I'm trying to see what's up with you. You down?
No, I'm not. But if I was that kind of woman, yes, I would be, because all women are not the same. There are some women who would be down for that because they ain't looking for shit but sex.
Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you,
Now, if I
if
was just looking for sex, and he ain't no nasty, dirty motherfucker, whatever you want, yeah, he ain't gonna call, and I ain't looking for him to call me back or be with me or nothing. I just want some dick. I could go for it.
but he told you he was a 2-hump chump, so you ain't even getting good dick.
Oh, you said 2-hump chump. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he
ain't-
said I'm a 2-hump chump.
Oh no, he ain't.
Then
You
his
see what I'm
head
saying?
game better be on point.
But what I'm saying is, a lot of time, because y'all say he got to have a
Ain't
job,
it-
he got to have this. If that man came to you and tell you that he don't have none of the shit on your 10-point list, you know, no man, you know what I'm saying? They just want to. They have to lie to get in.
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't. All they have to do is just find somebody who's really, 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 really drunk.
But even if they
like
drunk,
the phrase,
if we were still everybody being honest with each other, even when he drunk, he'll have to be honest with you. I just want to let you know why you drunk. I still ain't buy shit. You still want to do it?
No, because they ain't gonna remember that shit. They drunk. I said, really, really, listen to what I said. I said, all he has to do is find somebody really, really drunk.
Okay.
Or
And-
before
and-
he has to start telling lies, get them really, really drunk.
Okay. And my personal experience of dating, one thing I've definitely learned about the opposite sex when it comes to women is women are light talkers and dark doers. That's what I've learned. They'll talk all that good shit in the light around their friends, make it seem like, oh, that couldn't be me. This wouldn't happen to me. But in the dark, they doing all type of back alley, gutter, scrupulous shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I learned. Y'all talk a good game in the light. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? You know, but then when the lights go out, y'all doing all type of shit.
Freaks come out night.
Hey, go to back
Freaks
at
come out at night.
Yes, all back alley, gutter type, scrupulous shit. Yes.
But don't y'all
Don't y'all want a
that?
woman in
A
the
lady
in the
in
freaking
yeah,
What
there
you
you go. That's what I
what
was
you
gonna say.
What you say about us the other night? We nasty little nut gobbling goblins.
No, but what? No, I'm just no, I ain't saying y'all nut gobblers tonight. I ain't saying that, but I'm just saying that's what I learned, that sometimes you have to be careful, because sometimes the woman who portray themselves as that good woman, you'll find out that, oh, it really ain't like that. Oh, okay. And I'm saying men do it too, but it just seems like women just sell themselves so high, and then you realize once you bought it, you overpaid.
That's what y'all get for listening to the
So
talking.
maybe
Bullshit too.
So okay.
Men do that bullshit too. You see
Yeah,
how
they do.
your
They-
head so
they-
good and
they
your
do.
dick so good, and we come to you and you got trash.
I mean, yeah, that happens. I mean,
I
yeah,
got
And we be
I-
sitting there looking like, what the fuck is this? I could have had
got
a damn V8.
So what you saying, Mario, is that you don't want the back alley gutter?
No.
I'm just
No.
saying.
he won't.
Wait. No. That's not what I'm
He wants
saying.
that.
Yes, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is sometimes y'all got this way, right, of making the world see y'all as holy, and now you're pretty, you're floating on, cloud nine. Then all of a sudden you find just out things, I guess in my mind, I look
What do
at
you mean
women as
find out things? Elaborate a little bit.
Say what's on your mind, really, son. Just get it out.
what I'm saying is this, right?
What he means? Because
When-
I thought maybe.
No, Donetta, let him say.
Okay.
No, let's say when, because I did most of my growing up pretty much late 80s, early 90s and stuff like that, right? And back when I was coming up, you had if you chilled with a woman or did something with her, you went to a hotel, you never once thought in your mind that this woman could potentially be setting you up to be robbed or some shit like that, right? It never occurred to you that could happen, right? But now you can't trust nobody. You see so many things on the news where women are being, going to prison for setting men up to be robbed by their so-called boyfriend who love them and shit, but he got you helping him rob and killing people and shit. And I'm saying that a lot of times women have, I guess, what I'm trying to say, I guess shit, y'all done flipped around and starting to do us the way we used to do y'all shit. I guess that's what's happening.
And now you're in your feelings about it?
Huh?
You're in your feelings about it now that it's
I'm not in my feelings about it. I guess
can,
what
you
I'm
know what, Mario?
trying to say that women aren't as wholesome that as they once used to be.
I have, well, actually, he was one of my husband's best friends, and he went out one night and he met this girl, and she wooed him so well. Well, at the time I lived in North Carolina, and she took him across state line. They went to a hotel across state line in South Carolina, and he called my husband because after their little rendezvous or whatever, and he went to sleep, this chick took his money, she took his clothes, and she took his car.
Oh, wow.
So he couldn't even call the police because he didn't have any clothes.
Wow.
And they just probably would have thought he was just some trick up in there that done got, right?
Yeah. So and my husband had to take him some clothing. Luckily, they were about the same size. And so my husband had to take him some clothing. And he was looking stupid in his face. And I'm asking him, what is wrong? And he said, you better not repeat this. And he was just killing himself laughing. He said, you better not repeat this because this is my boy, And he said, damn money, like that. I ain't got no clothes. Nothing. Girl done took his car, his money, and everything. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I mean, it happens. I mean, and Andrea, I'm not in my feelings about it. I just was making an observation.
I was just asking, bro.
Is that the kind of stuff because I thought you were talking about something else. That's what you're talking about now, how ruthless women can be.
Yeah, that, but I was just talking about just the overall how, how y'all say that, we're not those type of women. You talking about another type of women. And I'm just trying to tell y'all in y'all own like little bubble thing. These women's a different breed nowadays. I mean, they just
are you saying, that how women just put on a certain persona and then all of a sudden, you've been with them for a while and they just change?
I ain't gonna never say they change. They probably were like that from the get-go. But what I'm saying is, cause y'all don't have to date y'all, well, except for Felicia, women are just as cold as dudes is now.
That's true. That is true.
But you got to realize this. You got to realize this. It's because most women are like they are now is because they've taken so much shit off of men.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I said. Y'all are starting to do us like we've done y'all for so long. Y'all, we have made y'all.
I mean, I'm not saying
evolve.
For me, but I'm saying I'm in agreement.
Yeah, we have made y'all evolve. And now, as they say, we sitting back looking at our collateral damage. We going, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have been this way. Cause look what we've turned them into. Look what we've helped them evolve into. Y'all have metamorphed into boss bitches now, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. 20 years ago, you would have never referred to yourself as a boss bitch.
And I
would
still
you?
don't.
I still don't.
But that's a common thing for most women now. You know what I'm saying? He don't know how to deal with a boss bitch. He don't know how to deal with, like Carter B say, most men like a toxic bitch. And I find that I disagree with that shit, but a lot of men do.
She ain't. I was just giving her. She ain't too far from it.
That's what I say. A lot of men do.
I actually heard some men say that, in so many words, maybe not very same set of words, but I've heard some men say that.
It's in the same family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you feisty. I like the way you talk. You bossy.
Let me ask you a question. This rolls into if you were 25 again, right? In today's era, do you still think you'd be you, or would you cater yourself to what's going on in today's world, Marlena?
Ooh.
Say that again.
If you was 25 again, do you think you'd still be you, or would you cater into what's going on today with the, women can pretty much be how you want to be. You can talk about how wet your pussy is and, you know what I'm saying, how good your head game and stuff like that. Because when you were 25, women didn't talk like that openly. Let me just say openly.
I think I would just leave it the way that it is. Leave it the way that it was. I mean, I wouldn't change anything. I liked who I was at 25. I like who I am now, except with the body change. I was fine at 25. I mean, I'm fine now, but in a different way.
Yeah, girl, yes, you are, girl. Don't let nobody tell you different.
Yeah. But I'd like to have that 25-year-old body now. I'm just trying to tell you right now. I had a jewel, didn't even know it.
What about you, Andrea? Would you cater to today's way of being, or would you still be how you are?
I mean, I'll say this. I've changed a lot since I was 25. Me at 25, no, I wouldn't say a lot of the things that I say now. And I probably wouldn't do a lot of the things that I've done if I was 25 now.
Okay. All right. What about you, Felicia?
I wouldn't comply
Hello,
to
Moto.
today's thing. I would be, I would still be me. I can't do today's thing. It's not me.
Okay. Well, but Felicia, you got today's mouth though.
I sure as hell do. But that was yesterday's mouth too. I've always had this mouth. This was today's, yesterday's, tomorrow's, next week, next year. This is where the hell it's gonna be. And if don't nobody like it, that's a personal problem. Love y'all.
But see, I was more like interested in how, Dianetta and Marlena would be, because I mean, literally, they grew up a whole life. And I don't mean to be disrespectful when I'm saying, I'm just saying the world was really, really, really a different place when y'all was 20, 22, 23. I'm saying, if you wanted to, would you rather have, be out there free, say what you want to say and do all that in today's time? Or would you just like the way things were when you were 25, 23?
I like the way things were when I was 25. I'm like Marlene. I wish I had my 25-year-old body, but today's these young 25-year-olds now, most of them don't have a clue on what being a lady is about. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I know we might get some mail about it, and I welcome the mail. You can send it directly to me.
And I'll take some too. You ain't got to handle that by yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm not 25 anymore.
Right. There was a time when I did teach a class on being a lady to some young ladies in the community. and they don't know what waiting for somebody to open to pull a chair out for them at a table. You know, you ask them, you go on a date with a guy and you go to a nice restaurant. Do you wait for him to come and pull your chair out, or do you get your own seat? I get my own seat. I ain't trusting nobody to sit me down. If you're walking down the street, and I notice this now, you walking down the street with your significant other, he on the inside, you on the outside. They don't see anything wrong with that. Nothing.
Well, I don't think the men know. They don't know. But
Say
they
that
don't,
again.
or they don't. They choose not to do the things that males, are supposed to do. That's what it is. They choose because even the older men nowadays, they didn't got into that. They think they just pull up, honk their horn, and think, okay, you didn't come to the
That,
door.
look, and
You
that was a
didn't.
no-no. That you couldn't do that at my house. My mom would say, you better not go to that door because you don't live outside.
Mm-hmm.
You live inside. They got to come to the door. But have you noticed how these young ladies are dressed going to the prom? You know, a lot of
Yes.
times during prom time, I'll look at YouTube or Facebook or whatever kind of social media, and they make a big production about, the kids going, and it's like, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful time. I know everybody's looking forward to it, but have you seen what they look like when they go to the prom? They look like they're ready for the pole. And I'm really surprised that the schools will allow them to even dress like that. But now I understand that a lot of times, not like when I was in school, we had our prom in the gym.
Yeah.
They don't have the prom on property anymore, so they don't have to really abide by any set dress code rules. But for the mere fact that my mom and dad were who they were, they would have never let me pick a dress like some of these girls be picking, and they going out in the street looking like, I don't know what. I don't want to call them whores, but I don't know what they look like. But they, everything cleavage and the slits is all the way up, and it's horrible.
Part of the problem is a lot of people would say that people in our generation and one step above me, like you guys, would say that the problem we have is we keep referring to the good old days when whatever they say. The problem is the reason we can't accept the world the way it is because we refuse to let that way of living die, refuse to accept that the world has changed and moved on. They saying we stuck. So because we stuck, that's why we find it so hard to cope with current society because we refuse to accept that world no longer exists anymore. Do you agree with that?
For
I
me,
did.
I do accept change, and I know that this is a different time, but I still think that there is some kind of decorum that males and females are. I just do. And if
Yeah.
that means that I'm stuck in time, then I'll stay stuck in time because I just don't. And I know kids are big kids, and I know they had these thong bikinis and all that kind of stuff, and I can deal with that. I don't have a problem with it. But for you to go out and wear some of these things that some of these girls wear for prom, and they call themselves dressed up, and they look like they got on a handkerchief or a big scarf, and that's it.
Okay. What about you, Janine? Anything? Would you rather be 25 in today's world, 25 when you were 25?
Well, I like 25 when I was 25, but you was asking the question if I was 25 now, right? Isn't that what the question?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, if I was 25 now, I mean, there's a lot of things that I would have changed because I was really shy still at 25 back then. I did a lot of things, but I was still shy. So I wouldn't mind being 25 in this age. I mean, in this time, because a lot of things I would do that I didn't do then. I mean, I'm not going to say I would go out and be no whore or anything like that. But I mean, there's a lot of different things and a lot of different opportunities out there now. You know, so I would be 25 now.
Me too. I would want to be 25 now too. What about you, Lee Jack?
Man, knowing what I know now, would I want to be 25 now or then? I was wild then. I probably could still be wild now. But I don't know. I think I probably want to be how I was back then because I was a little bit more careful back then and things wasn't as crazy as they are now.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I probably want to be back then 25.
What about you, Felicia?
Repeat the question.
I mean, basically, would you rather be 25 when you were 25? Would you like to be 25 in this current version of the country?
Oh, 25 when I was 25. This current version is just nah. I like my version so much better. I had fun. There were a lot of things to do. It wasn't about just sitting on the phone doing things playing a video game and all of this internet. No, we were actually outside doing activities.
That's true. But it depends on what your personality is, because if you were a sexual free person, like the party and all that type of stuff, now if you were 25, you wouldn't have to work as hard as you had to work back then. The type of person you were looking for back then was kind of hard and few in between to find. If you mentioned threesome and foursomes and all that stuff back then, you could do it, but it wasn't as easy as you could do it now. You can set a foursome up in the next 30 minutes right now if you wanted to, with all the different apps and things and stuff like that.
I have to disagree. It's always been there. It's just different forms of different ways.
No, that's what I said. It was always been there, but let's be honest, those type of people, you had to know somebody who knows somebody. It wasn't easy as it is now.
No.
Yes, it is. It just wasn't talked about in the open like it is now. It was done probably right next damn door or down the street, around the corner or whatever.
But you had to be in that circle though.
Right. You had to be, you was discreet about it, and you did. You had to be in that circle in order.
Yeah, you had to be in that circle. Now you don't have to be in no circle. You can just find 4 random ass people, get on a certain app, bam, 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 y'all hook it up, and y'all good.
I still gotta disagree because I don't believe it was about a circle. Because if a person wanted to, they would. It's always been easy. It's so easy to walk up to a woman that is straight and ask her to do a threesome with you.
It wasn't that easy when I was 25 years old.
I don't believe
that. I know. It wasn't that easy when I was 25 years old, and I was out there party when I was 25. But that's not something that you knew people who did it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You knew people who did it, but
it wasn't that easy. I totally disagree with that because I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it wasn't that easy.
I'm saying because I could wake up in the morning and decide, shit, you know what? I want 3 or 4 people over, or I want to do this and I want to do that. It's just at your fingertips now.
Well, maybe I'm just gonna say for
you
me.
Was in that circle.
Maybe I'll just say for me.
Mario, you gonna do a threesome?
What?
I was asking Mario if he wanted to do a threesome.
No, that ain't what we talking about. We just talking about.
I was just trying to make it easy for you.
Ooh,
Yeah. Do you want to do a threesome? That's real simple. Yes or no?
I mean, what we talking about? 3-on-3
You
basketball?
volunteering, Felicia?
He said, he'd rather be 25 now because things, it's easier,
See, but what I'm saying, if I
to
was
get a threesome
25,
going. I mean, I
my
never,
mind,
when he said, I never thought about it, like threesomes and stuff like that when he was talking about the difference between being 25 then and 25 now. But since he brought up threesome, I'm just asking, do he want to do a threesome?
if I was
I'm not saying
20,
if you, I'm saying do you?
ooh, oh.
I mean, let's just be honest. I mean,
You don't wanna
most
do it,
men want to
y'all.
do
You
that.
just can't answer the question.
He
Can't
can't.
answer
He
the
can't
question.
answer. Let's
I
just
just
move
said
on.
most
Can't answer.
men want to do that.
I'm not asking most men. I'm asking you.
I mean, I'll dip and dabble. I mean, just dabble. As one of y'all, I just peek my head in the room, see what's up.
Oh my God.
Just speak it in, huh? Just speak it in, huh?
Oh my
Yeah, I just
goodness.
peek my head in the room, see what's up. Now, if I
Wow.
peek my head in the room and somebody doing this right here, I might go in.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm saying, at 25, back when you were coming up, the thought of doing a threesome was just totally out the window to you.
The hell yeah, that was out there. To me, it was. And I still wouldn't do that now. I don't know who you was asking, but I don't know who you was asking, but
out
I'm
the window
answering.
then,
So
it's out the window now.
You said it's out the window now.
yes.
Yeah, definitely now because it's more disease and shit and all that kind of stuff.
No,
I liked being 25 when I was 25. It was, we could go out and party. We didn't worry about nobody shooting, cutting, killing, and all that bull crap.
You
Nah,
can
I
flirt.
will give
and
you that.
You ain't got to worry about whether or not they're gonna follow you home and all that. Yeah.
I mean, I'll give you all of that. But I mean, if the opportunity popped itself up, I mean, I would definitely keep an open mind to it.
That's just because your ass is a freak. Love you.
He's a super freak.
I ain't gonna doubt that. And under the right circumstances, I ain't say y'all would do it, but you would at least ponder it.
I ain't pondering that.
You know how you always talking about, what if he was fine? He looking all good and smelling all good. What if his twin brother was there and they were the same?
Listen, it's only going to be one. One of them fine gentlemen, not all three, not the other one. One.
Definitely. If there were twins, I'm definitely pushing all my chips to the center of the table. Yep, I'm in.
But of course you would. You're a man.
See, but that's not true, because if it were two midgets pass, I ain't in the midget love. I can't do that.
You ain't in the midget love.
No, I ain't in the midget love. Can't do it.
But they have everything. I mean, they're just a little smaller.
We got the yams though.
Man, I don't give a damn.
They
I
are
can't do
grown
it.
up
Calling
and
them
looking
midgets.
nice,
They're little people.
But big butts and stuff what you like,
Titties all in your face, about to slap you, smother you. Can't do it.
So two beautiful little people.
Man, that looked like you making love to a Teletubby. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
You wrong. You are so wrong with that.
No.
Did you say Teletubby?
Yes,
Yeah.
like Teletubbies.
I like
though.
the Teletubbies. Don't be using them as no example.
Man, that's what midgets are shaped like, to be Teletubbies.
And stop calling them midgets.
What are they called then?
Little
Little
people.
people.
You would rather be called a little person than a midget?
Yeah, because
Yes.
most of the time that y'all call people midgets, they aren't midgets. They may be dwarfs. There's a difference.
So it's better to call them dwarfs.
No, it's better to call them little.
Them little people.
That's what they want to be
Oh.
called.
Cause when you say dwarves, it applies that they got magic and shit.
No, it's not.
There is a disease that's called dwarfism.
Somebody help them.
And the difference between a midget and a dwarf is a midget is a small person, but their extremities and everything is small. A dwarf is a small person, but their arms, their legs, their head, their hands are of regular size, and their genitalia is of regular size.
I ain't fucking now one of them. So
I'm just correcting you so you won't go out and, as the mother of this group, I don't want you going out representing me saying the wrong thing.
I mean, we'd all just say, "Oh, look at that midget," no matter which one they are.
No, we all would not.
No, didn't you? I said a little person.
That's right, she did. Marlena said little person. All the three of us said little people.
And
You the
I
only
was constantly correcting you every time you said it, but you weren't paying me any attention.
Oh, okay. So when you go to them porn sites, they don't have no tab that says little person. That shit says midget.
You know
I didn't
what?
even know about that. Oh, no.
Just
You
quit
go
trying
on
to
those
educate a
sites?
fool.
He goes on those sites. He doesn't
Leon,
want
have
to.
you ever
trying to
been
educate-
on
he doesn't
any
say
site
what?
that it
Just
said
quit
little
trying to
people?
educate a fool.
He
Don't
doesn't
be
want to
trying-
have sex with one, but he likes watching them on the porn.
No. I mean, when you strolling down, you see all type of tabs. MILF, clean shaven, bald, wide open, spread open, midgets.
Put your forehead up against the camera so I can pluck you, please.
Like I said, quit trying to educate a fool.
And what is a MILF?
MILF.
What is that?
Mario, they lighten up your neighborhood.
That ain't even me this time.
That's me. That's me.
Oh,
That ain't me this time.
Yeah, they are
Is
lighting
that
up.
the church?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, say that again.
They're having fireworks at the church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's next door to his house.
Yeah, mine
Okay,
was last
so
night.
did y'all answer my question, Mario and Leon?
What's a myth?
Yeah.
A MILF is a mom I'd like to, yeah.
What?
Mom I'd like to fuck.
Oh,
Yeah. It's a bunch of MILFs now.
Yeah, it's
I never heard of that.
Me
Never?
either. I've never heard that either.
Mm.
Like just look at this, Marlena. Truth be told, you probably were a MILF at some point in your life to your son's friends.
Yeah.
I probably was.
I'm telling you. You too,
Mhm.
Andrea.
Well,
too,
I know I was, because my son has had to check a couple of his friends about his mom.
Mhm.
Yep.
He said, hey, your mama sure is cute, looking good over there.
And as a man, you would be lying and saying now one of your friends and have that mama where you going, boy, Miss Johnson looking right over there, boy.
Mhm.
I mean, you'd never say it to your friend, but I mean, when you go through, like, especially you go over there in the morning, she's still in her night clothes, you be hoping Miss Johnson come around that corner one more time.
Oh, Lord.
Mhm.
Now, one of my daughter's friends actually came over and asked me the question.
Oh, and that just reminds me, Mario, don't you got something for Felicia?
Somewhere?
Don't you got a question for Felicia?
Not now. Not now.
Yeah.
We get ready to end it, but I promise you, next week we will.
Ended it with that one.
We'll get into this. I mean,
Because, hey, it's been all across the board tonight.
It has been all across the
Look
board.
at
But
Andrea taking the wheel to the bus.
I'm
Right.
talking about this time. You were definitely the driver.
Yeah. Most
She
definitely.
been wanting to drive the number 12, you know that.
Oh,
Look
Lord,
at Andrea taking the
I
look at Andrea taking the wheel to the bus, Mario.
Yeah.
yes. I guess she got tired of telling people where to go get on it. She said, fuck it, I'll take it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Just ask the question, man.
So
Dang.
y'all is driving
Oh.
slow. Let me put my foot to the pedal.
Beep beep. Who got the keys to the Jeep?
But next week, all the dear listeners, we'll have Felicia tell all the women, educate them on how they can tell when the pH balance in their cooches is off when their man has been off
No,
with other
Felicia
people.
will not. No, Felicia will not.
Next
Oh,
week,
shit.
she will educate y'all and tell y'all how to recognize it.
I'm not educating not a darn soul on that. If you don't know, then you don't know.
Oh my God.
But maybe they don't know until you teach them. Sometimes we'll know.
Right.
I'm not a teacher. I'm not a teacher. I'm not teaching that.
Oh,
Okay,
my
well, tell you
goodness.
what, we won't ask you to teach then. We'll ask you to be an information passer owner. Just pass
I'm
the
not even
information
gonna
on.
be that. I ain't even gonna be that either. That ain't none of my business.
It's some woman out there who just been with her man, wondering why her cooch is smelling different, and you can explain to her why, Felicia.
Nope. Then she gonna go ask her man.
Oh, wow.
Ultimately, ain't that's what you want?
Ultimately, I really don't care.
Oh. Well, but I tried, people. Just tune in.
Well, let me just interject something. The reason for the podcast is to be informational for people. That's what
Yup.
so she got a whole week to
I
think.
didn't volunteer that.
You volunteered to be on this podcast.
So there are questions that I don't have to answer.
Oh, shit.
Well, we ain't asked you to answer the question. We asked you to tell us about something declarative.
I don't even want to clarify.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Well, we'll have Andrea tell him. Then you just correct Andrea when she wrong.
Well, shit. Wait a minute. I have nothing to say.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Okay. I can. Okay.
ain't no fun when she got to ride the back of the bus.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on. Hold on. One second.
Oh shit! I done
Oh, here
became
we
the
go.
driver. God damn it!
Jesus.
Okay. So
Oh my goodness.
Get out of there.
Leave my doggy nephew alone.
yeah, what? Just make sure I got the question right. Tell me the question again.
No, we were just saying next week you're gonna explain to the women how to detect when their pH balance is off in their coochies.
Well, okay, next week. We'll talk about that next week because I got to think on that. Because I do damn sure know it ain't the way that it's been suggested, but hey.
All right. So we're gonna end it on that particular note right there, which was kind of weird. But for the record, I did not start that. Just want that to be put out there.
You're just trying to
You
save
probably
your butt.
did.
You're just trying to save your butt. That's all that
He
is.
probably started it.
I'm sorry. Did
If I'm
nobody not hear?
mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, you did start that.
Yes,
No.
Yes,
But,
you did.
but I said, so Lee J, you want to take us on up out of here? Cause I ain't winning that one. I'm not winning that one.
Oh,
No, you're
shit.
not going to. You're fair lying.
Oh, my goodness. Well, people, it's been a wonderful show. The bus has been driven from the left to the right, back and forth, over, up and down, all through the trails and everywhere else.
Oh man.
It was lovely hanging with you peoples. It was lovely for y'all to join in and having fun with us. Hey, we just made it do what it do.
Oh my good. Miss Felicia, talk to him.
Good night.
Oh, come on, Felicia. Don't be that way.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Everybody say the
Oh,
wheels on the
man.
bus go round and round. Oh,
Oh, one day y'all people will get a chance to get a glimpse on the backside of what we do. It might not be funny to y'all now, but one day you'll understand.
oh Lord.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say, see how motherfuckers don't know how to keep their lane? Again, good night.
Oh my God. Have mercy.
All right, there you go. I'd rather have it mad and angry than not at all. There you go.
Oh my
Wait,
goodness.
who said I'm mad? Wait, hold on. Let me give you some light. Let me give you some light and some picture. Hold up. Hold the hell up. Wait,
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
not mad.
Oh
I
Lord.
just didn't want to say nothing. But the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Get on that motherfucking bus.
Oh my God.
Whew.
God
That
damn.
buzzer's had a goddamn workout tonight, boy.
Oh
Woo.
Oh, yeah.
Janine, would you care to talk to the people?
I just want to say we had fun tonight, and I wish you guys join in next week. And that's my story on sticking to it.
I got my nose running.
That's her story, and she's sticking
Oh,
to
God.
it. Marlena, could you talk to the people real quick, please?
Thank you, everybody, for coming in to join us. We have truly had a great time this evening. Next time, please bring a friend. We would love to have them as well. Don't forget to check us out on all our different avenues. Andrea or Mario will tell you more about that. Go.
Here we
And
go.
once again, bum, bum, there go that bus.
Oh, shit.
But anyway, thank you again for hanging out with us. And we love having you. Meow, meow.
Okay, Andrea, you got something to live up to. So go ahead and tell them, about them social media links and websites and stuff. Go ahead.
Well, I just want to thank everybody for joining us this evening. Yes, as Mario said, by the time you hear this, the 4th of July will be up with. So I hope everyone was safe out there. And we do have the website up, and it's a total view 22 at
Got her.
No, it
Got
ain't.
You can listen to all our past episodes on totalview22.com, and our email is atotalview22@gmail.com.
That's why I didn't try to tell y'all.
It's totalview22.com.
This
Email
shit is crazy.
atotalview22@gmail.com.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my
Look
God.
us up, listen to the past episodes, leave us a comment or two on how we always fuck up the website.
Oh man, she gave you enough time to get it all together. You still fucked it up.
Drop the ball.
Oh, I can't say nothing. I mean, I wasn't gonna even
Yeah.
attempt it this time.
We're only human.
Okay, Mama
Except
D,
for
you
some
want
of
to
us
take
a
us
little
on
bit
out of here?
catty.
I am just totally speechless. We've gone from alpha to omega, from soup to nuts, the literal nuts. As you can tell, the Rats was on point tonight.
Oh,
They was
shit.
fighting among one another and fighting with everybody else. And I had no control. But I promise you next week I'll have my belt, so it'll be better. Thank you
Yes.
for coming. Sookie now. Have a good week.
Oh
Yeah.
man, there's nothing else left to say but good night, y'all. I mean, unless anybody else want to try to get this website out. Oh no. Okay. Good night.
TotalView22.com.
Uh,
A totalview22@gmail.com.
Thank
Well,
you, Melody.
Oh, look
we'll
at
let
her
you be the
ass.
official spokesperson for
Yeah,
that.
I was like, look at her ass.
Next week, y'all have it already written down.
Oh man, you know what? That might
I
not be a
remind
bad
you guys
idea.
prior to the podcast.
I'm just gonna tape it and put it on a computer monitor right here. Just leave it taped up there. Oh man. All right. Good night, y'all. We out and we'll see y'all
night.
next week.
Good night.
Good night.
Hi, everyone.